Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about generic. Generic classes have type parameters, separate class, each with a different field type in them, can be replaced with a single generic class. The generic class introduces a type parameter, this becomes a part of the class definition itself. Let's see with examples what actually we are facing problems once we are not using generic. So open the Visual Studio, just create one project, console app. Let's create one class like a public class integer list and create one add method like integer. So you have created one class that is an integer list, and here you are trying to add one integer value. Another one, if you create one more class to add like a student list. Same things we are going to do here. Void add one student class. Just create one student class. Last name. So he's saying here you're going to pass student. So in this way to do, you are repeating that code. So if you will know that about the try principle, don't repeat yourself. But here, because of that, you are repeating because of in one places you are using integer, another places you are using student class. You are trying to add, but you have a passing that same methods, and in that code you will try to add some data. So that kind of problem it's solving by generics. Let's see how to do that. Just create one class because and sorry, one more thing is that if you will try to add integer value, so once first you will create that object of integer, well, obj is equal to new and obj dot add, that will be integer. For student class, same thing you will do. You will create one object, that new object, and here obj1 dot add, and here you will pass student object like a new student. You will try to pass, but that kind of problem will solve with generic. Let's see how to do that. Public class, that is generic class, then you have to pass t means template, or you can say the type, and the t can be any type like a struct, class, any type like a integer. If you look at a struct, that it will be integer, float, all those things, and t will be class type. So we have to create that public one method that will be add t like that. Yes. So while assign, and this one and because of that this is a loosely coupled, and this one is a tightly coupled architecture. Because of that, here if you will create that one at the time of create object, that times you can pass like this one is an integer. bg3 equal to new. So see here, if we will create that object, so it will be say that add method, it will be integer only. Let's see, it's an integer. If you will try to use that class, that is student class, only you have to assign that is student class. That obj4 dot add method, see it will be student. See, it is 6 students. So this type of structure is a loosely coupled structure. It's not depend upon that particular type is integer and particular is a float. Just you have to assign that type, that is a type, and you can pass any type of value. Just like an integer, if you want to integer, then student, then student. So here you can add that new student. Only one class can do both of things. But if you will say that you can do this thing with object, but one problem with object, there is a boxing and unboxing. Because once you will assign that, if it's you will declare that object here, just like create one more class, object class, and you will do here one more method add object. Object is the base of every type, which is one. So this way, so in once you will declare that object, so any type you can pass here. One problem is that boxing and boxing, because if you will do like a object, if you will pass that integer, then it will be okay, but it will be convert to object to integer, and that type of it will be performance penalty. Just delete. In the generic you can do it constant also, just like if you will create that one class, C, and it will be type T. So where T is equal to, can say that is struct. So while compile time, it will be decide that what value you are going to assign. Means like T always it will be structs. If you will try to pass that class types, so it will be same times compile times it will give you error. You try to- And not only one types you can pass. If you want pass like a T value and T key, any type, any number of type you can pass through class. And where condition also you can write multiple times like a T key destruct, like a provide and method. It's going to do. I will try to will try to make a sum of these two. So we'll add that here sum. So we'll try to add T1. It will give you that error because it don't know that what type is T1 and what type is T2. So that time we can create one the dynamic keyword like A is equal to t1 and dynamic b is equal to t2. So we'll do here a plus b. While runtime, we will use the dynamic keyword that while runtimes it will decide that one it's integer or decimal. So just create the object. Here we will decide that this one is integer. So create that obj here. While runtime we are deciding that this one is a both value or template or type will be integer. So we'll pass that one. This one dot sum 10 comma 10. Console dot reference. Let's see. Let's run the application. So you get it 20. Now if because this one is that struct, if you go to the definition, see this one is a struct. So we are saying that only struct value can pass. So once you will do that one, if you make a float, so and if it pass like a 10 comma 50 f 50 comma 90 f, let's see the result 16. But if you try to pass, but if you try to pass that student class, student, it will give you that compile time error because here you mentioned that t key and t value is a struct. So only struct type you can pass from here. I hope it's clear. Thanks for watching.